Welcome in. This week, we have someone who is very special to me joining in, and that is Eric Freeman Sims. You've heard us speak of him when we've talked about the Night House, Goblincon, and this week we couldn't wait to have him on so he can speak for himself here.
Yes. But before we get into the nitty gritty with Eric, hello.
Hello.
Let's talk about how did you two and Shannon, how did you all meet?
In the Night House. The Night House has met so many amazing people the past couple of years. We bought the Night House in April of 2024, and Amy and Shannon came out and did a 7 to midnight because people have to come out and test the Night House out before word gets out that some places like that is actually haunted because anybody can slap a tag on a house, but also to check out the history and see what the history is and if it's worth coming out and filming and things. And so they came out for 7 to midnight. We kind of briefly met. I gave them a tour. And, I meet all kinds of people that way. Don't necessarily become friends with all of them. But then we invited them out to I told them come out to the next public ghost hunt because they'd never been to one. And I said, just come sit in. You don't have to buy a ticket. Just come sit in. We got room for you. And so they come and sit in on my group all night. And we caught an amazing EVP and some other evidence. And they ended up sticking around afterward. The public ghost hunt was over like 11. Other team that was there was Night Song Paranormal and co-hosting with me. And so they ended up hanging out afterwards until like 3 a.m. and us just all talking in the parlor and hanging out. And we all just kind of clicked. And it's just kind of been, we're all together all the time now since then. So.
If Amy stays up till 3 a.m., something good's going on.
Yeah. I was just sitting on the couch sleeping this weekend with a blanket around me. Couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys get up super early. It's understandable.
Both of us.
Yeah. But okay, so the Night House, let's get into that. So exciting. I love the house. I've been there. Amy's been there countless times already.
Yeah.
But do you want to go through how you got it, the history of the house? Just tell us all the things.
Yeah. So in 2024, the beginning of 2024, it's kind of, I've been an investigator for over 20 years in the paranormal, and I'm a paranormal author and podcaster and all this. And kind of the dream of the investigator is to own your own location. And we were put in a situation in early 2024. I started looking at older houses and realizing that a lot of them are really, really cheap, and a lot of them need saved because they can just be torn down. And people don't worry about the history. They just want to build a new house there and make money. And so we started looking around. I got my husband on board, which was, I was surprised because he's kind of the money person in our marriage. And he started looking and seeing how cheap they were. And I kind of had a business plan that he liked and thought could work as far as paranormal location. And so we had a criteria, the amount of money that we could spend. And we started looking around, and we found the Night House and fell in love with it. It was the first place we actually went and physically looked at. And I had a dream, a very lucid dream, about Eliza Knight telling me that she wanted us to own the house. And the crazy thing is the house was empty, like it's furniture for the most part. But me and Roger in my dream were sitting on the couch in the parlor as the parlor's set up right now. And I remember all the chairs and tables and everything were exactly where they are now, but there was nothing in there when we looked at the house. And also the first time we looked at it on the way home, it's an hour and a half from where we live in Nashville. And on the way home, we talked like we already owned it. We both just felt that way. It just felt like home to us. It was welcoming. And then I had that dream about Eliza. I had 2 dreams about her telling me that she thought we'd be the best steward for the history and actually get their history out, because the house has been in residence for 210 years. And a lot of the town had no idea about the house's history. They just knew it was the oldest house in town and the oldest house in the county. And it was built in 1815. People just knew it's been there their entire lives. And a lot of people wondered about it. And it's always been a residence. So it's never been open to Hopkinsville general public. And our motto kind of from beginning has been, we own the house, but it's Hopkinsville's history. And so we wanted to open it up to the public for history tours. And then, of course, the paranormal, but the paranormal helps, pay to restore the house and things like that. So we went back and forth, and it seems like there was intervention from the paranormal community because the owners actually countered their own offer to get us to buy it. So they lowered their own price because they had to get rid of it. And there was certain stipulations there. You couldn't get insurance on it. You couldn't get a mortgage because it didn't have a kitchen. And there are all these things that had to be done. So we had to pay cash money for it. And luckily we were in the position to do that. And not that we're rich or anything, but we had, that's kind of our nest egg. And so this is kind of the retirement plan is, to fix the house up and eventually sell it, hopefully to the city, as a museum and that type of stuff. And people always ask, how'd you know it was haunted? Well, for one, you figure a 210-year-old house is going to be haunted. But also, as soon as we bought it, I started hearing from people about their stories, about seeing things in the windows, or people have been in the house about the different things. Have you heard the piano play itself? Have you heard the ghost parrot? Have you heard this? Have you heard that? So I knew that it was probably going to be, fairly active, but I didn't realize that it would be as active as it is. It's definitely, we figured out it's a special place in the paranormal for just stuff happening all the time.
Okay, a couple things
Yeah.
that are crazy. Number one, the dream, crazy. Just like the whole thing you just explained, and you didn't even go that in depth. Wow, if that's not a sign.
Yeah.
And the other one, did you ever look at any other houses?
We did. We looked at a couple of others, and they just weren't. I mean, they were great. They're awesome, but they just didn't feel like the night house. It was just from the first time we looked at it, it was just, we somehow, some way, I don't know, we just had that feeling that was ours already. It was just going through the motions to get the paperwork done, and get the keys in our hand. And so, and to this day, it still feels like there's a connection there that you can't like quantify. There's some connection for me and Roger to that house, maybe somewhere in the past life or something, ancestors or something that we just haven't found yet. And we just feel, I don't know, at home there and have from day one. And so it's just it's a special place. And the spirits make everybody feel like home. Like our friend Barbie from Night Song, she's like, I sleep better there than I do at home. So, but all the teams that come in, that's one of the biggest things that we get. Everybody that comes in, not just teams, but people come in for history tours are like, oh my God, it's just so welcoming and homely feeling. And so it just, they make you feel that way. But it's been awesome. It's been an awesome journey so far. And all the friends that we've made because of the house, it's just all meant to be, it seems too.
I love that it's the first house that you looked at too. Another sign like meant to be,
Yeah. I was going to say it had all the criteria. So we came up with a criteria, had to be this far within it, because we weren't planning on moving from our house in Nashville. So it had to be within 2 hours of Nashville. So it's an easy drive up and back. It had to be, of course, a certain price. But I also told Roger, I said, if it already has a name, there's probably a history there. And it was very hard to find a lot of the history online because, like I said, it had always been a residence. There wasn't much online about the house. There are a few blurbs about it. But I contacted the historian, the county historian, Mr. Turner, who had been a historian for 50 years, and kind of got more information about how important the house was and the people that lived there. We're only the 7th owners in 211 years. So, so it's been this beloved house, and it's called the Night House because the Knights were there for the longest, from 1860 to 1945, for 85 years, and they did the most changes. And so we stuck with the Knights. And people are referred to it still as the Knight Rogers house, too. Because the Rogers were there from 1948 till 2014. And just an incredible history. And we're still deep diving into history to find it out. We're finding stuff out every day that I jump in the research. I find new stuff and new paperwork. And it's crazy.
Wait, did you take Rogers and Roger as another sign?
Right. And actually here recently I found my last name, Freeman. Jamie Knight's brother actually married a lady named Mary Freeman from Virginia, which is where my Freeman family is from. And so I haven't found a direct connection there yet, but it's awfully interesting that we buy this house and that later on I find there's a Freeman connection, whether she's an ancestor of mine or not. It's still interesting.
Yeah, that's too many signs. It's meant to be, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it was a couple of visits ago. Shannon and I had went to the cemetery to visit them. And we were doing our communication and we were getting ready to leave. And I was like, well, we're getting ready to leave, but if you'd like to continue the conversation, where we'll be. And it wasn't a few seconds to a minute later, it said, Eric. I was like, yes, we're going to be with Eric at the house. So feel free to talk to us there too.
Yeah.
They know. And I feel like they love you and Roger.
Well, I mean, every day that I go, when we go in there on the weekends, I mean, I'm up there either Thursday through Sunday or Friday through Sunday. And as soon as I go in there, I tell them all hi. I mean, by name, the four that we, intelligence spirits, so we're pretty sure they're all the time, and ask them how they're doing. I ask them to take care of the house. We tell them bye. We tell them good night. If I'm going out to get lunch, I'm like, hey, I'll be back in a little while. If we got a team in the house, or if Amy and Shannon are coming, or Night Song, I always let them know, hey, these people are coming to see your beautiful house, or your friends Amy and Shannon and Night Song are coming to spend the night, So I try to let them know what's going on, just that, and talk to them just like they're people, and they respond that way too. So I think that's part of what makes it a special house as well, is that I'm constantly acknowledging they're around, and they follow me around the house, especially Jack, one of the spirits. We can talk about him, but he's my little brother. It's weird. But he follows me around the house, and he'll let me know he's around. Yeah.
And if you're not paying attention to them, they're going to let you know they're still around too.
Yeah.
I love that. Wait, but can we get back to the parrot? Like, I need to hear more about this.
Yeah. So the Rogers family, I didn't find this out until after I actually recorded the parrot on camera. In the master bedroom, we get a lot of noises on one of the cameras. We have 8 cameras around the house, and they go off for sound and video. Somebody messaged me, and they knew the Rogers family. Like I said, the Rogers family was there from 1948 till 2014. And they asked, have you heard the ghost parrot yet? And I was like, no, I have not. You've got my attention though. And about 2 weeks later, master bedroom camera went off with all its noises. And then there's a squawk in there and a whistle. And it's definitely a parrot. And then come to find out, I didn't even know if they had a parrot. I just went off what this person said. Well, we got to meet the daughter of the Rogers, who was in her 70s now. And she came back to Hopkinsville to visit. She came and walked through the house. And sure enough, they had a macaw parrot for like 60 years. And I think I don't think it's anything intelligent. I think it's a residual energy. We only get it every once in a while. But we've even had people hear the whistle of it. I think Justin the other night thought he heard a whistle.
I think so.
It sounded like a parrot. It didn't sound like a human whistle. Well, we caught the parrot a couple of times. Similar thing happened with the piano that was left that belonged to the Rogers family. It's a 1938 Baldwin Acrosonic piano, and it's up in the parlor. Edie Rogers, the lady I was talking about, her family lived there in 2014. It was her piano that she learned how to play piano on back when she was a kid. And somebody messaged me and said, have you heard the piano play by itself? Because apparently that was something that happened when the Rogers lived there. And I said, no, not yet. And then I've got a camera on top of the piano that gets kind of the whole parlor. And one night I got a notification, sound detected in the parlor. And it was one note, but it's not just the ding of one note. It's held out and sustained until it stops vibrating. So that was interesting. I haven't heard it since. I think I've had a couple of teams who thought they've heard the piano playing, but I haven't caught it on video again in audio. So
it's crazy how someone will call or send you a message, and then you hear it not too much longer.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, oh yeah, we can do that.
Right. Yeah.
What was it like having her at the house? What was it? Was she excited? Was she happy?
She was kind of very guarded at first, because she thought lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And what she was told is that we were turning into a haunted house. So in her mind, actors and all that stuff, and that we had messed the whole inside up with, blood and guts and gore. And so we actually had to talk her into coming into the house and said, no. Like, we've decorated the house to look like the 1800s, no, we have nice furniture and it's, everything. And so we come in the house. She was kind of wild. She was a little guarded though, still walking through, but she told us about her family's history. Luckily, I had got to walk the house with her older brother, Petey, in 2024, the summer of 2024. He was 87. And he was the oldest of the 4 kids that the Rogers had. So he was like 12 when they moved in. And so he remembered a lot of stuff because they bought it right after the Knights. Had on a judge a few years after the Knights. So a lot of the stuff was exactly how the Knights had left it. So it was interesting hearing his recollection, even though it had been 70 years, since he'd lived in the house, and it had been like about 40 years since he had been in the house. And so, that was interesting. And then have her come, and she's younger, and she was born, they bought the house in 1948. She was born in 1949. So she lived her whole life up until she went to college in the house. And so she had a little bit fresher memory and a lot more memories because she lives a lot longer than her siblings did in the house before they all moved out. So it was interesting with her. And then one of the things that kind of broke that facade down, was that she looked in the piano bench and it was still all of her music in there that had her name on it. And also, she's a professional artist. There is a sketch in the bench that she put it back in there. I told her she could have it. But her mom bought her a book to teach her how to draw. And that's how she became an artist. And there is an original sketch in there from her when she was learning how to draw with all the crosses and the shapes and stuff. And then you erase all that stuff. And she got a little emotional with that. And that kind of broke her facade down a bit. And then I told her, I said, I think I have something that you might want. And down in the basement, since we bought the house, in the windowsill, there was a picture of two men who had been fishing, and they were holding up their fish from probably the 40s or early 50s. I mean, it's an old black and white picture. I knew it was her family. So I took it to her and gave it to her, and she broke down in tears. She said, I've been looking for this picture for 20 years. And she said, none of my family had it. She said, I knew it was her grandfather and her father. And so it was really neat. And she was very happy that it wasn't the haunted house that she thought it was, But she very adamantly told us that she didn't believe in ghosts. And she tried to tell us that her mother didn't either. But I've heard otherwise from other family members that they very much had experiences in the house when they lived there. And that even though she says she don't believe in ghosts, that her mom did believe in ghosts and were fond of the nights and stuff that were in there. So, but yeah, it's really interesting to have that history and those people come and walk through the house. Unfortunately, Petey Rogers, he passed away last year of prostate cancer. And so I didn't have the presence of mind because I was excited to have him there. So actually I should have recorded, with a voice recorder, but in the moment you're like just trying to soak it all in, One of the interesting things that Edith told us though, was she asked us, have you found any gold bars in the walls or in the floor? No. So apparently her family used to have gold bars. So hopefully at some point in time, especially with gold being $10,000 an ounce, maybe we'll find some gold bars and help us, remodel the house.
Heck yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool that you got to talk to them. I mean, that's such a rare circumstance that happens.
Yeah, especially since her family was there for 65 years, And her brother, her youngest brother, Terry, lived in the house until he died in 2014. So, it had been in their family for a long, long time.
Yeah. The other cool thing is if you go to the night house in that front room, and maybe some other spots as well, but there's a cabinet of things that Eric and Roger have found around, just pieces of plates or different objects that they've found.
Yeah, we call it our cabinet of curiosities. Some of it's interesting, some of it has stories. We found not too long ago a bourbon bottle and a Coca-Cola bottle, glass. And the bourbon bottle has a dispensary sticker on it. So it's still during Prohibition because you had to go to the pharmacy and have a prescription to get your booze for medicinal purposes. So whoever was drinking that, and the Coca-Cola bottle, I looked up the serial number and it was from the same time. So sometime in 1937, 38, somewhere around there, somebody was drinking booze and threw the bottles on the wall so nobody would know. So that had to be the Knights too, because Ida and Thomas, the two youngest Knights, Ida died in 1938, Thomas died in 1939. And so the house wasn't sold out of their family until 1945. So it had to be, that belonged to the Knights. And we don't really have anything that belonged to the Knights. It was all sold in a big estate sale in 1945 when it was sold out of the family. And so just to touch something they touched, something as mundane as like a bourbon bottle and a Coke bottle, that it was either Ida, in her older age was getting drunk and saying, screw it, or it was Thomas, so he died in 1939. So, but it was around that time and it could have only been the Knights because they were the only two that lived there. So.
Have you ever found a piece at, like a thrift store or around town? Have you ever found an old piece that might have been theirs?
No, the only piece of furniture that we know belonged to the Knights is at the Historical Society. And a few years ago, a lady from Vermont traced her ancestry to the Knight house, to the specific Knights. She called the Historical Society and said, I have a washstand, marble top washstand with the bowl and pitcher that belonged to Ida Knight. she
Aw.
told them she would donate it to the Historical Society if they pay for shipping. So they did, and she sent it down, and it's at the Historical Society. That's the only known piece of furniture from the Knights. So we are lucky to have a few pictures. We're lucky to have an original picture of Thomas that was found in the attic. But that's only we don't have any pictures of Eliza or JB Knight who bought the house. We have John Jr., one of their kids, the second oldest son. We have pictures of him because he moved to Chicago, and so there's lots of pictures of him throughout his life. But he's the only kid that we have other than Thomas, and Thomas is just the one picture. And I'm pretty sure it's from 1883, the year that he became a lawyer. But it was through a fire and stuff, so the edges are charred. I had to frame it so it stopped falling apart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was there a fire at the house ever?
We do know that the I don't know, not the house proper. We do know that the summer kitchen burned down twice. They actually rebuilt it with the charred timbers because the old growth lumber is so dense that it just charred the outside. It didn't really mess with the integrity of the wood. And the summer kitchen now is vinyl siding and wood, to where it would have been brick, red brick, just like the house before. But it was rebuilt, and the original fireplace is in there, so it didn't burn completely down to the ground. The fireplace wouldn't still be standing.
Yeah, they built stuff way sturdier back,
Yeah.
Even 50 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Knight house is 2 foot thick brick, and that's how they insulate it too. But that's also how they got the structural stability to do 6 levels. The house is 6 different levels. And I say levels and not floors because they're not full floors.
Right.
They're they're half the depth of the house, but the full width, if that makes sense. And they stack back and forth for anybody that's not, not seen the house or anybody's not been there. It's kind of a maze of a house too. And that's kind of one of the things we liked about it was the different levels. And it goes from a cellar all the way to a full attic. But yeah, it's 2 foot thick brick walls. That's part of the reason she's been standing for 210 years, 211 years, through tornadoes and winds and, all that stuff. So that makes it very, very sturdy. But all those bricks were handmade and fired on the property. The first brickyard didn't come to town until the 1830s to Hopkinsville. So those were all hand done by, I'm pretty sure, probably enslaved people, digging up clay, Kentucky clay out of the ground and baking and putting it in forms and baking it in the sun or baking in a kiln.
That's so crazy to think about.
Mhm.
They just made them right there on the property and put the house together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it probably took, the house, we say 1815. That's probably when they started construction. And it probably took a good 4 or 5 years to build the whole house because that's a lot of brick to do 2 foot thick brick.
Yeah.
And then all the lumber in the house in the walls is hand cut. There's a couple places like going down the basement, you can still see the hatchet marks on the wood where they, took the bark and stuff off. And then even some of the floor joists, when you go down into the cellar, all they did was knock the bark off. They didn't even level it out. You can still see knots and where the branches come out of the tree and everything. It's still round. There's no reason to put that effort in when you didn't need to flatten that side of the board. So, yeah.
It's so cool.
No sense in wasting time on it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Wait, you have Aaron. Do you have air conditioning?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's heating air in the whole house. Yeah.
oh, got it.
Yeah. We
That
have
was there
HVAC.
before you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We, the biggest thing we've done in the house is probably finish modernizing the electricity and plumbing. So we have 3 bathrooms in the house. We've pretty much redone all the plumbing. We even run a new 200-foot sewer pipe. And so, and here soon we've got to hook up the new water line that goes from the street to the house, but it's already ran as well. Just got to hook it up. But that was a big thing. There was we had to finish waterproof in the basement. I had to put a handrail on the front porch, the front stairs, things like that. So
Not bad
we've done a
though.
lot. Yeah. No, not at all.
Considering the age.
Yeah. 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 Most of the stuff is just cosmetic. There's nothing structural or anything like that we have to do. It's all just cosmetic stuff.
But everyone, if you're in the area, you have to go look. The furnishings alone, oh my God. So
Amazing.
good. Yeah.
I have bought everything or been donated everything that's in the house. So wheeling and dealing with different antique dealers and becoming friends with them because we wheel and deal all the time and telling them I need a certain piece. I'm looking for a certain piece for the house. And so I'm trying to get that 1880s Victorian kind of aesthetic with the house because that was kind of its 1860s and 1900s, like the real big heyday for the house with the Knights. And so,
What about the paranormal stuff? I mean, when I was there, we heard a whistle,
Yeah.
Mhm.
more like a human, not a parrot.
Yeah.
But does that stuff happen every day that you're there?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. It's all day, every day. I mean, I'll be there by myself and hear footsteps and knocks and bangs and even voices sometimes from the parlor or upstairs as well. And most of the time, you can't really make out what they're saying. A lot of times, too, and my in-laws have experienced this, and me and Roger both have experienced this. We're in the house working, and it's just quiet, and you're just working on whatever you're working. You'll hear a man and a woman talking to each other. And the crazy thing is, my father-in-law is 73, and he has tinnitus. So he hears constant ringing in his ears from working construction for so many years. And so if he can hear them talking over the ringing in his ears, they're loud. But he's been down in the cellar working in the tunnel a few times, and he's come out of there and it's like, why are y'all being so loud? I could hear y'all in the basement. They're like, we're outside, so he's even heard them talking loud. But yeah, it's random, of course, but it's all day, every day. You never know what they're gonna do. Jack, one of our spirits, he follows me around the house. So I just feel him. It's just like when somebody walks in the room and they're there. It's kind of like that feeling with him following me around. Yeah. And then we have Georgie, who is Georgie was a domestic servant for the Rogers family. She lived there. She got paid. She was a little short black lady. And she got paid to be the nanny, the cook, the cleaner. She basically ran their household. And from what I understand from talking to Petey, was that she didn't take anything off his parents. She ran them. Even though back then that was kind of unheard of. But yeah, this little black lady, she's like, you want me to take care of your kids and all that? Then I'm going to tell you what to do. So she's kind of feisty lady. So sometimes she'll follow us around and look to see what we're doing. And she hates when we leave drawers and doors and things open. She also doesn't like the way we make beds. We've had her tell a medium friend of ours that she wants hospital corners. I'm like, not happening, darling. No hospital corners on the beds.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Love her. And when people come there for investigations, do they typically get good activity, or is it, I mean, you do because they know you, but
Right.
sometimes with strangers, that's not the case.
The majority of teams get activity. I mean, investigating, it's sometimes we go sit in the dark like crazy people, talk to nothing, things that aren't there, people that aren't there. But for the most part, most teams will have personal experiences and they'll catch EVPs and things like that, at least a few to make it worthwhile. We've only had a couple teams that said they didn't catch anything, but it tends to be like not talking anything about these teams, but it tends to be the ones who they book the house for Friday night, but they've been up since 5:30 in the morning and working all day. And then they come after, just kind of low energy teams. There's only been a couple of those out of the 100 teams we had in the house, but most investigators know, how it goes. And so a lot of them, even if they don't really get much, they enjoy the house and being in it and learning the history and all that. So,
Well, yeah, and your rates are so good that, if you have any desire at all to check out the house, it's so affordable in the grand
Yes.
scheme of pricing.
Yeah. That's kind of that was our motto from the beginning of I wanted, and especially being an investigator for 20 years, I've been in so many locations and they just charge outrageous prices and they give you, a bucket to use for a bathroom. And you're like, well, I just paid you $1,000 for 4 hours, or something crazy like that.
Right.
This is what you got, So, that definitely fit into the criteria too. I wanted somewhere that had heat and air in the bathrooms and all that stuff. And so, but also I'd rather keep the place affordable and be booked every weekend than charge $1,000 a night and only book one or two teams a month because that's all I can afford, but, so hopefully our pricing allows smaller teams for one. I mean, I grew up poor. I didn't grow up with money. So I think people appreciate that, keeping it affordable. So to where, 3 or 4 people can pay, $50, $75 a piece and they can spend the night in the house and don't have to have a hotel room or anything like that. It's all taken care of,
Yeah, especially now, I feel like places are getting really, really expensive these
Yeah.
days.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And some you can't even stay the night at. So
Right.
there you have to, if you're not able to travel home, you have to find somewhere to stay for the night. So yeah.
Yeah. And a decent place you're talking now, a decent place that's clean and doesn't have bugs and things like, $80, $90 a night for one person,
Yep.
so yeah. So just try to make it affordable so people can, take advantage of the price and come in. But yeah, we stay. I think partly because of that, we stay booked just about every Friday, Saturday. So.
Yeah, I always joke that I'm bougie. I need a bathroom and air conditioning, and I don't want any spiders if possible.
Right.
I'm way more afraid of the spiders than the spirits around.
Some of them little guys get a hold of you and they're going to rot your skin off. So you might be scared of them.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
yuck. I'm out on that. No, thank you. And I got bit by a brown recluse once, and I have, I got lucky. It was just on my finger, and it's got a big old scar, but no, thank you.
Yeah.
Especially your Kentucky ones. You guys probably have like beefy ones.
Oh yeah, Kentucky and Tennessee. We got some big spiders.
No, thank you. No, thanks. I mean, I'm sure they're in the basement. I've seen the basement, but like
we try to spray for spiders and things like that. So
yeah,
he tries to tell them to only live down there. He lets them live down there, Dawn,
Right.
so it's
Yeah.
okay.
that's funny.
It's a basement and cellar. You can stay down here. We're gonna spray everywhere else in the house.
Yeah, just stay down here.
Yeah.
I love the basement though. It's like a really cool space.
Yeah, with the pool table and all that.
Yeah.
Things are constantly changing too. We actually have a billiard light above the pool table now.
So nice.
Yeah, so an old billiard light. Yeah, I'm constantly buying stuff for the house. So it's one of those things where you had teams come in 2 or 3 times and they're always seeing new stuff because there's so much of it for one that you're probably not going to see everything the first time you come in the house. And then, but I'm always adding stuff too. So, but yeah, even since you've been there, Dawn, like there's so much more stuff in the house.
Oh, there is.
Amazing. And I wonder if some of that also, do you cleanse the stuff before you bring it in?
No. No, my spirits will work it out. They're pretty protective. They'll let me know if something comes with anything else. I haven't brought anything. Also, I'm an empath, so I would kind of have a sense of if something has bad juju when I'm bringing it in the house or good or whatever, I just figured, as long as it has a good feeling, bring a good spirit into the house. It's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
As long as my spirits get along with it. If not, they can kick them to the curb,
You said, let the spirits work it out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean, I don't want like this big spirit Royal Rumble or anything, but if they get along, then okay. If not, we'll move the errant spirit along.
I definitely do not think Jack's going to take any shit.
Oh no, he's so protective. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Lighthouse WWE.
Yeah. But yeah, Jack, my little buddy, he's probably he's definitely the strongest spirit in the house, and he's very protective. And if something's wrong, he'll let me know real quick. Even if somebody brings, some people come in the house and they have their own hitchhikers, and those spirits they don't stay at the house. They'll go back with whoever they came with. But I've had Jack like, hey, there's somebody here that's not supposed to be here. Like they didn't like or whatever. Okay, well they'll be gone when this team leaves. I promise. If not, we'll get rid of them.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
And what about, is there anything else specific before we move into Goblincon? Is there anything else that you want to say about?
I mean, I could talk about the Night House
I
for the next
know,
4
right?
hours there. All the haunting stuff and the history, and it's just an incredible place. And she's massive too. That's the thing most people don't understand. The scale of the house in pictures, it just doesn't do it justice. I mean, it's 6 levels, so it's it's just an incredible place. It's a place that people will have to come and experience for themselves, and even just a history tour, come in and experience it. Next year, we're going to open it up to a lot more events and things. We have to have a parking lot, so that's our next goal, is to get a parking lot so we can have more people in the house. More people buy tickets. We can also, right now, everything has to be scheduled. So if you want to do a history, you have to call ahead and schedule it. Whereas we get a parking lot, then we just have walk-ins and do tours and things. So looking at that and just the future of the house and just building it up. But right now we're booked. I think I had somebody ask me yesterday about a Saturday. I think the next Saturday we have open right now is October, the end of October. So we're booking up for the rest of the year and stay pretty well busy.
That's
nice.
Amazing. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. We're still going down this tract of research. We're pretty sure the house is part of the Underground Railroad. We've actually had ground penetrating radar out that's found 2 tunnels on the property where they should be if it was Underground Railroad. So still trying to find more evidence on that. May not. Just constantly researching and revamping the stories that I tell when I give history tours. And nobody ever gets the same history tour because I'm not some tour guy that's just vomiting up what I've been taught, or told to say, and try to get the history right. And that's a big thing of mine too. Like if I'm going to tell you a story, if it's just a story about the house, then I'll tell you, this is just a story. We haven't proven it, but when it's real history, I want to get it right and make sure dates and things like that are all right. The people's names, things like that. So just constantly working on that. I told Roger, it seems like we have our own Curse of Oak Island. It's like never ending. It's just a big, you keep digging and digging and digging and see what you can find. And so, but come across interesting things, exciting things sometimes. One of the things, there was a rumor that I heard from several people in town that Thomas Jefferson had something to do with the Night House. And I asked the town historian, Mr. Turner, and like I said before, he's been the historian for like 50 years for the whole county. And he's like, nah, he kind of poo-pooed it. Like, no, there's no evidence that. Well, I did. I found evidence. J.P. Campbell, the first owner of the house, we're pretty sure he built it as well, but he grew up being neighbors with Thomas Jefferson. And so there is a connection there. And Thomas Jefferson, a lot of people don't know, he was a drafter and architect. So he was constantly, that was what he did for fun. And so he's constantly drawing up plans and stuff for houses. So it'd be very easy for J.P. Campbell to holler at him and say, hey, I need plans for a house. So we're still looking for online for any plans that we can find that are similar to the Night House layout or what we think was the original layout. So how awesome would that be to prove that Thomas Jefferson drafted the plans for the house,
Be amazing.
Yeah. So things like that, constantly going down, exciting things. My goal is to have the state of Kentucky put a plaque up by the road saying that the house is part of the Underground Railroad.
Sure. Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah. So just to recognize that these people were as amazing as we think they were, and they did good things in the community. They were good people. And everything that I've seen, the Knights especially, were great people. They kept to themselves a lot, but they were really good people and did really good things in town. So J.B. Knight, he made his money in real estate, even though he was a lawyer, and he owned property and stuff all over the country. But he teamed up with J.P. Campbell, the first owner of the house. They're all friends to build the first women's college in Hopkinsville, and all of his daughters went to college. So they're about women's rights and things back then. They're a pretty liberal family. They're part of that. Yeah. And they were part of the spiritualist movement, which shows how much more liberal they were. Because the spiritualists during the Victorian era was all the, the psychic stuff, the Fox sisters, all that stuff, like the mediums, the ectoplasm coming out of their mouth and those type pictures, all the seances and stuff, the kind of spiritual awakening in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And we know for sure that the Knights were part of it because J.B. Knight put a death or coffin door in the dining room. And that was specifically part of spiritualism. And what a death or coffin door is there were two different beliefs of the spiritualists. One was that that no living person could enter or exit that door, but it had to stay open for the whole wake. And it was just for the dead to pass through. So they put pallbearers on the inside and outside, past the casket through the door, and then the pallbearers would walk around and go out the main entrance. And then it'd be closed and not used until they had another wake in the dining room. The second belief is that no living person could enter the door, but all living people that came to the wake had to exit the door so the dead couldn't follow them. So there's no reason to have a coffin or death door on your house unless you're majorly into spiritualism. And that's why you don't see them in the South. You'll find them you don't see them in the Bible Belt where we're at, but you'll find them further north in Chicago, New York City, places like that where spiritualism was huge. Down in New Orleans with voodoo and spiritualism, and Savannah, places like that.
All right, let's go, ladies of the Night House. All right. Love that.